We're back, friends. Long division, traditional algorithm. I need your A game, friends. It can be challenging, but very important skill. Fifth grade teachers got to be exposed to it. I know some of you out there are like, no, Mrs. Camp, I'm a partial quotients kind of gal or guy. But guess what? Traditional, very useful skill. So that's what this video is going to be about. Now, the reason it can be kind of difficult is because when we use the traditional method to divide, we just talk about the numbers, but not necessarily their place value. And I'll show you what I mean when we get to it. But that's what can be a little confusing. I know it was confusing to me as a child, but it's okay, right? As long as you know that ahead of time. If it's a 5 in the hundreds place, we're not necessarily going to call it 500. We may just call it 5. Say, okay, Mrs. Camp, I could do this. If you don't have a piece of paper and something to write with, grab it now, follow along. We got to know the strategy, so we got to give it a best effort. So let's review division terms. Here we go. 12 divided by 4 is the same as 3. That is the dividend. It's the number of objects being divided. Dividend. The number by which another number is being divided is called the divisor. You got it, divisor. And then we've got the quotient, the answer in a division problem. Okay, sorry, I might be blocking it. Sorry if I'm standing in front of it. Okay, this saying is going to help us tackle long division. Are you ready? Does McDonald's serve burgers? Say it with me now. Does McDonald's serve burgers? Here's why we need to remember it. The D in does stands for divide. That's the first step. The M stands for multiply. Second step. The S stands for subtract. Third step. And the B stands for bring down. Sorry again if I'm blocking it. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Say it with me now. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Woo, you got it now. Here we go. Let's see how this works. 88 divided by 6. If I had 88 cupcakes, I was dividing them by 6 families. How many cupcakes go to each family? Let's begin by divide. How many times does 6 go into 8? Now, you probably think I'm talking about the 8 in the ones place, but like I said, I'm not. I'm talking about the 8 right here, this 8. How many times does 6 go into that 8? Which I know it's an 80, but when we use this method, we call it an 8. One time. If it was 2, it'd be 12, and that'd be over 8. Okay, so we've done our divide. Now, we need to do our what? Multiply. 1 times 6. What is it? 6. What's the next step? We've done divide, multiply, subtract. 8 minus 6. What is it? 2. Very good. What's the final step? Bring down the next number, 28. So, how many times does 6 go into 28? We're starting the process all over again with the divide. How many 6s fit inside 28? Well, let me see. 2 6s would be 12. That fits. 3 6s would be 18. That fits. 4 6s would be 24. That fits. 5 6s would be 30. That doesn't fit. So I know it's 4. Okay, 4 6s and 28. What's the next step? Multiply. 4 times 6 is 24. Okay, next step, subtract, divide, multiply, subtract. 28 minus 24, we're looking at 4. Final step, bring down. But in this case, there's nothing to bring down. So we are done, but we have a what? A remainder, right? We'd give 14 cookies to each of the 6 families. We'd have a remainder of 4. Now, I know some of you are fancy and are like, well, let's split it up into fractions. Love how you think. We could do it. We're not going to do it right now because this is enough thinking. 14 remainder 4. To check it, we'd say 14 times 6 and then add back on the 4. Okay, another problem. Let's do this. 76 divided by 4. There were 76 bears. They're finding homes in 4 caves. They want the same number of bears in each cave. How many bears in each cave? Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. How many 4s fit in 7? I know it's not a 7. I know it's a 70, but we got to think of it this way for this strategy. How many 4s fit into 7? Well, only 1, because 2 would be 8. So we put our 1 up there. Then we multiply. 1 times 4 is 4. 7 minus 4. So then we do our subtraction. We're looking at 3. What's the final step? Bring down. As long as there's something to bring down, bring it on down. Okay, we've got 6. Now we've got to ask ourselves, we're starting all over again, how many 4s go into 36? And I'm feeling deeply satisfied. Do you know why I'm feeling deeply satisfied? Yeah, there's not going to be a remainder in this problem because 4 times what is 36? 9. 4 times, now we multiply. 4 times 9 is 36. Subtract it, no remainder. Whew, I don't know why I love when there's no remainder. Nothing else to bring down either, so we are done. There would be 19 bears in each of the 4 caves. Okay, pause this video, give it a try. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract. Pause the video and give it a shot. Welcome back. How'd you do? Let's talk through it. 3. How many 3s fit into 9? Yes, 3 3s fit into 9. 3 times 3 is 9. They fit nice and tidy in there because we have a 0. So after the subtraction, we're at a 0, then bring down that 2. 3 goes into 2. How many times? 0 times. No 3s will fit into 2. So we put a 0 up there. Okay? Now, 0 times 3. We still follow the same steps. 0 times 3 is 0. We're left with 2. That 2 is our what? Our remainder. We know we're right because 30 times 3 is 90. Add the 2 back in. That's our dividend of 92. Very good. Pause this video. See how you do on 53 divided by 6. Let's say there's 53 pizzas divided by 6 schools. How many pizzas would each of the 6 schools get? Welcome back. Did you divide, multiply, subtract, bring down? Let me see. Here we go. How many 6s go into 5? I know it's a 50, but we're calling it 5 with this method. 0. 0 6s fit into 5. Okay, time saver. Yes, we could go through the process again. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. When the answer to the first question is 0, you can slide the line over so that you have a 2-digit number. For example, in this instance, you can now ask yourself, how many times does 6 go into 53? It saves us time rather than doing all the 0 times 6, right? So how many times does 6 go into 53? Well, let's see. Can it go into it 10 times? No, 10 times 6 is 60. How about 9 times? No, 9 times 6 is 54. How about 8 times? Yeah, 6 times 8. It is great because it equals 48, not 58, 48, sorry. So, 6 times 8 is great, is 48. When we subtract 53 minus 48, we're looking at 5. We have a remainder of 5. Because 8 times 6 is 48, plus 5 more is our dividend of 53. So there was nothing else to bring down. We're at a remainder. Pause the video, give this one a shot. Now this is going to be one of those where you're like, 4 doesn't fit into 3. So move over and ask yourselves how many 4s in 30. Save yourself some time. All right, welcome back. 4 doesn't fit into 3. So how many 4s fit into 30? How about 10 4s? No, that'd be 40. How about 9 4s? No, 36. How about 8 4s? 32. How about 7 4s? You got it, that's 28. So we divide, we put our 7 up there. 7 times 4 is 28. Subtract, nothing to bring down. So we've got 7 remainder too. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 2 more is 30. We know we're correct. Pause the video, give it a shot. Welcome back, friends. How many times does 7 go into 8? 1 time. 1 times 7 is 7, so we need to subtract 8 minus 7. 8 minus 7 is 1. Bring down the 5. 15. How many 7s go into 15? That's right. 2 7s go into 15. 2 times 7 is 14. 15 minus 14 is 1. There's nothing else to bring down, so we have a remainder of 1. 12, remainder 1. Ooh, pause the video. Give it a shot. Welcome back. An extra step here. How'd you do? You had to bring down twice. Let's talk through it. How many 5s fit into 7? Only one 5 fits into 7. So put your 1 up there. 1 times 5 is 5. So now we subtract. 7 minus 5 is 2. What do we do next? Bring down the 8. How many 5s fit into 28? Well, I know 5 5s is 25 and 6 5s is 30. So it's only 5 5s fit into 28. So we've done our divide. 5 5s is 28. What do we do next? Multiply. 5 times 5 is 25. 28 minus 25 is 3. Bring down that 6er. How many 5s fit into 36? Yeah, 7 5s fit into 36. 7 times 5 is what? 35. Now we subtract. We've got 1 left. There's nothing else to bring down, so that's a remainder. 157, remainder 1. To check our work, we could multiply 157 times 5. That's going to be 785, and if we add on our remainder of 1, we know we're right at 786. Pause the video, try this one on your own, come on back. Welcome back. Let's talk through this. How many 8s fit into 6? Well, 0 8s fit into 6. So let's save ourselves some time and say how many 8s fit into 63. Saying 0 8s fit in 6. So let's look at 63. 7, because 7 times 8 is 56. So 63 minus 56, we subtract. We're left with 7. What's the next step? Bring on down that 4. How many 8s fit into 74? Well, 10 8s would be 80. And 9 8s would be 72. 9 times 8 is 72. We do our multiplication. We write our product down there. 74 minus 72 is 2. Nothing else to bring down, so that's a remainder of 2. Very good. Pause the video. Give it a shot. Come on back. Look at you guys long dividing with the traditional algorithm. Welcome back. How many 3s fit into 9? I know it's a 900, but how many 3s fit into this 9? You've got it. 3 3s fit into 9. When we multiply 3 times 3, it's 9. Subtract 9 minus 9 is 0. Bring down a 0. This is kind of a fun one. How many 3s fit into 0? 0 3s fit into 0. 0 times 3 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. What are we going to do now? Bring it on down. Bring that 5 on down. How many 3s fit into 5? 1 3 fits into 5. So 1 times 3 is 3. So 5 minus 3 is 2. Nothing else to bring down, so that 2 is our remainder. If we multiplied 301 times 3, it's going to be 903 plus a remainder of 2 would be 905, so we know we're correct. Pause the video, give it a shot, come on back. How many 9s fit into 7? Well, 0 9s fit into 7. Let's save ourselves some time and say how many 9s fit into 75. Well, 10 9s is 90. 9 9s is 81. 8 9s is 72. Hey, that works. Okay, so 9 times 8 is 72. 75 minus 72 is 3. Bring down your 9. 9 goes into 39. How many times? Well, 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 4 is 36. Perfect. 39 minus 36, we subtract 39 minus 36, we're left with 3. There's nothing else to bring down, so that 3 is the remainder. Let's do one more. Pause the video, give it a shot, come on back. Welcome back. Let's see how you did. 4 goes into 9, how many times? That's right, 2 times. 2 times 4 is 8. Then we subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1. Then we bring down the 7. And we start the process all over again. How many 4s fit into 17? Well, 5 4s is 20 and 4 4s is 16. So 4 4s fit in 17. We multiply. 4 times 4 is 16. We subtract, or minus. 17 minus 16 is 1. Bring down that 5. Start it all over again. How many 4s fit into 15? Well, 4 4s is 16, so it's got to be 3 4s. 3 times 4 is 12. 15 minus 12 is 3. There's nothing else to bring down, so we know we're done. And the quotient is 243, remainder 3. Boys and girls, I am so proud of you for sticking with me. It's tough. Long division with traditional algorithm is very tough. You might have to watch this video multiple times. Give the practice problems a shot and please reach out if you need any help. Thank you, boys and girls. Miss you.